So we open LeBron plays the 5, looking at the third period with a still frame of Reggie Miller and Kevin Harlan. And I just want to express that it's actually sad that not only do I not want to hear them, but I can actually escape being filled with misinformation by not hearing them. I really enjoyed listening to sports announcers at one point in time. And just this shift toward everyone's words being determined by a paycheck doesn't make me want to hear anyone. And that's a real shame. Can I get a round of applause for the GOAT of basketball making a shot? Because I know fanboys are masturbating right now. And I'm going to remind everyone of the reality of LeBron James. Another monster quarter for him, making 3 buckets and having 1 assist. Considering that the assists are fake, that's pretty bad. But don't worry. You know, his amazing performances in the earlier periods makes up for the fact that he does absolutely fucking nothing in the fourth. So remember, the 3 buckets here justifies what happens in the fourth.
Get things going.
Let's take a moment to remember you can't expect LeBron to do much on offense when he's working this hard on defense. Or was it the other way around? I'm so confused. This is followed by a Laker turnover that didn't involve LeBron. I know that's hard to believe. And then the Minnesota Timberwolves continue to chuck up threes that they miss, and LeBron James quickly exaggerates in order to get a call in his favor. I wonder who screams first, fanboys at home or LeBron on the court. What is the call here? That the other team has longer arms and is taller? Well, that's not allowed. Let's blow a whistle. At this point, I'm actually thankful that they called it in LeBron's favor, because it spared us from him walking around for 5 minutes, rubbing the back of his head and pretending that he was bleeding. You saw how quickly he was fine when he saw which way the whistle was going. Oh, fanboys, this is your guy, huh? Look at him. And there was a fly on my head. Someone was behind me when I didn't want them to be there. And recovered.
Gobert just picked up his 3rd personal foul.
The whole freaking team is in foul trouble already. And they can't make a shot. And the Lakers still can't win.
Doncic right here. LeBron is cutting. Doncic right here. LeBron is cutting. Doncic right here. LeBron is cutting.
Didn't I already talk about this play? I swear I put out a video talking about this pass from Finney-Smith to LeBron. But bottom line is, once again, giving up the baseline, a dunk for LeBron. Does the guy have anything else?
Out there. Make it 3. Look at there.
How did the Lakers lose to these guys? They want to say that Jordan didn't face tough competition? Forget Jordan. I don't think anyone in the 90s faced anyone this bad.
3rd quarter. Inside for LeBron. Doubled and kicks.
Look at this. Just look at this. Look at that. Whatever shot they end up getting, and they don't get one, by the way, is not going to be as good as that. Look where he is. Come on. How bad does this guy want it? Man, just look at that intensity. Leading by example. Nobody wants it more than this guy. Nobody. Let's play How Long Until LeBron Appears. There he is, finally. Now let's play How Long Until LeBron Does Anything defensively. And that's as close as we get to him playing the 5. Fouling Gobert.
The free throw line. Sure you do. Gobert.
It's interesting to me that LeBron can't take Gobert off the dribble. So he just gets out of the way while Doncic handles everything. I invite you once again to tell me when LeBron appears. Oh, there he is. I invite you to tell me when LeBron does anything that makes it look like he is well conditioned. Look at Sir Walks-A-Lot, Mr. Nonchalant. Boy, does he give it shit? With this play, first I was going to compliment Luka for at least trying. But when I look, and by the way, I understand that's a pathetic thing to compliment someone for. Now I realize that should have been called a foul on Luka. Because he's not set. He's still moving to the side, which would make that a blocking foul. I suppose I should compliment LeBron for swiping down, which is more than he usually does.
At Gorn at Doncic.
There's those terrible teammates.
13 points. Gobert inside. Got by the defense of James.
You know, LeBron fans will look at that disaster and switch from saying LeBron can guard 1 through 5 and then be like, oh, he shouldn't have to guard anyone that tall. So which is it? And I'd like to know who he's disappointed in here. I mean, is that not the correct rotation? Why would you not come over and defend the paint? That's what everyone in that spot has to do. But, you know, leadership means whining and making sure the world knows you think it's someone else's fault.
4 minutes gone. It's James.
Now, you remember the no call a minute ago when Luka should have been called for a blocking foul?
Barreling his way for 2. Barreling his way for 2. Barreling his way for 2.
By the way, if the nicest thing an announcer can say is that you barreled your way in for 2, that's code for saying you don't have a bag. But to complete my previous thought, I'm saying call it at both ends. And look where Gobert is, and then look where LeBron is a moment later. I thought there was a rule against the offensive player intentionally changing his path into that of the defender. I'm just saying, it wasn't that long ago that this would have been called an offensive foul. Things have changed to help with steroids, and we now have announcers praising things such as barreling in basketball.
Jared Vanderbilt with James has had 3 straight double-doubles in this series.
I almost let that go, but no, I'm not going to. They don't mention that he missed the free throw, and they talk about double-doubles. In this day and age, a double-double is worthless. Okay, it's not worthless, but it's not worth talking about. How many double-doubles do you think that there were in the 2024-25 season? 2,245. They are not rare. These are desperate attempts to glaze LeBron so you don't pay attention to how bad he is. Now to the next thing I want to talk about on this screen. How exactly did the story get started that LeBron played the 5? Which is why I'm making this series. Because he's kind of not. This is what he does every game.
He had a good last 3 games. Plows his way right into Doncic. Now to come. With the shot clock at 7. Plies his way into the paint.
You guys see LeBron playing the 5 in any of those? And secondly, I know Luka's not a good defender, but he sure looks like he's putting in more effort than the best conditioned guy.
3, Randall, no.
Now they're going to challenge.
Lakers have called the timeout. The Lakers will indeed challenge. With the Timberwolves.
This thing, this beast, this monster, needs to shut up because he doesn't know what happened.
J.J. Redick and the Lakers, marginal contact to the hand.
They actually reversed this, saying it was marginal contact. And I'm just going to leave it at a question. Have you ever seen that not called a foul before? Or at least reversed?
Just got the 2. Randall's got 3. Here he feeds on the side for.
Did LeBron look like he was playing the 5 to you at the first part of that play? And then the second part, he moves down there, but he just lets Gobert get the rebounding position. It's like he was taking a little mental checkout. There's no way LeBron can get the rebound now, unless he shoves Gobert in the back. But the shot goes in, so no need to worry about it.
Corners with Edwards putting in his 12th, 19.
You know how traveling is no longer traveling? Are we just going to start saying that this isn't moving? The moving screens are out of fucking control. Now, you excuse-making fanboys, let me say it for you. I understand this time at least he didn't throw his shoulder and knock the person down without getting called. You understand that not ramming your shoulder into someone from the side isn't the only thing about a moving screen that's illegal? He's tripping the guy. He's nowhere near being in legal position. And yes, after even saying all that, I have to agree, this isn't even one of his worst ones. In any case, that's all the effort LeBron feels he needs to put into that play. Tough shot by Luka, by the way. You know, I'm looking at this thinking, must be nice to be LeBron and never have a tough defensive assignment. And then Reggie says this.
There's the blow by on Doncic. Gets into the paint.
How many times do you ever hear Reggie Miller open his mouth when LeBron gets blown by?
Line for the veteran Conley and his.
Stop me if you've seen this show before. Do something. Use your bag. Steph could. Steph could score on him. Yeah, that's what I thought. Look at the passion. Look at the desire. Look at the hustle of the best conditioned guy on the team. And you know what's going on during all that? A teammate is fighting for the ball. Gets the offensive rebound against Gobert.
Three. Hachimura with a 3.
4 of 6, 16 points.
And coming off a game where we only had a couple, and they go. Every day is the same. Or the other way. Looks frustrated with his team. Bodied up here by McDaniels. Makes it.
What even is bag? Jesus, look at LeBron, just watch. And then this. You got to be shitting me with that foul call. You know, we went into this series fearing the most that the refs would foul the other team out. Like, that's the biggest threat that the Fakers were posing. The announcers also were stating how this is Gobert's highest scoring game since 2021 when he was with the Jazz. You know what that means? It means JJ Redick's strategy is shit. I am not reusing footage. This is the next sequence. God, he's valuable. But you know what? It makes sense because he's using up so much energy at this end. Oh, I'm sorry, but did Luka just block Ant Edwards while LeBron James was taking a nap?
Rebound. It goes out to LeBron.
What mean bag? What even is bag?
Hachimura. Luka, the fake, the drive, the shot.
In case you want to get another look at that foul. All right, LeBron is now on the bench. Let's see what happens.
Doncic quarter. And Vanderbilt the offensive rebound. Luka 3-quarter. The bump. The fake. Fires. No. Rebound by Vanderbilt. Down court. Doncic has a cutter. He'll take it and feed up top. And the out.
I'm stopping it right here because that is an uncalled tech. That should be a tech. That's definitely a tech. But the refs are nice to the Lakers. But with LeBron and Luka, they have to give them everything in order to win. And they didn't give them everything, such as bailing out Luka here. And Luka doesn't get back. And that's why you can't have LeBron and Luka on the same team. It's two of the same people. Except Luka might actually play a little bit more tenacious defense than LeBron. But the Timberwolves insist on chucking up threes, so it doesn't matter.
Finney Smith for the lead.
So are you saying what happened since LeBron went to the bench? Even with the flaws, this is what the Lakers were able to do with him on the bench.
Pretty pass by Luka.
But that's better than a lot of players at.
And then it all went to shit for the Lakers for some reason. Luka adds one more point as LeBron checks in. LeBron makes sure he's nowhere near this play. But why do things like this happen when LeBron is in? I mean, the number of defensive breakdowns that happen on the Lakers when LeBron is in go through the roof. What's LeBron doing for his team here? How's he making a better shot for anyone? How's he doing anything for the Lakers at all?
Even feed. Alexander Walker with the teardrop.
LeBron playing the 5 is brilliant, JJ.
16. It's tangled up.
I'm just going to play that back in slow motion so I don't get a copyright strike. They are actually debating this, the refs are.
Who are they going to call it on? The two officials were looking at each other. Who's it on?
One had an offensive foul.
One did, but then he got the call. Of course, this ends up going against the Timberwolves. Like I said, it takes the refs for LeBron to be in the game at all.
Man,
But they can't shoot his free throws for him.
only 11 points for Naz Reid.
James 3, no.
They can't shoot his threes for him either.
Alexander Walker watching the spinning James.
Can't make his mids for him either. LeBron has taken the last 3 shots for the Lakers. The last 3 shots have been misses. Hard to win with that guy shooting.
About a 10-second difference. Game clock, shot clock.
what a
What a cut by Edwards. Inside Gobert, pushes it back.
Thanks for being out there in spirit, LeBron. Bad spirit. And how's that strategy of yours there, JJ? If this wasn't an inside job, JJ would already be fired. How long did it take the Lakers to lose the lead once LeBron came in? Remember, it was 68-73 in favor of the Timberwolves when LeBron sat. Luka hit some shots. Luka had some nice assists. The Lakers suddenly stopped having defensive meltdowns while LeBron was on the bench. They took the lead. They didn't just come back. They took the lead. They erased the deficit, took the lead, and within moments of LeBron being back in the game, forget it. It's over with. And LeBron takes this opportunity to rest before the end period rest that is coming anyway. Best conditioned guy on the floor. That is going to do it for the third period. Remember, this is broken into the first, second, third, and fourth period of Game 5. So go on and check out the next period.